Hi, my name is Paul Hunter of Cork Hypnosis Clinic, and in this video we'll be talking about guilt. I'm guessing if you're watching this particular video that either you or someone you love or care about may have an issue with guilty feelings. First of all, what is guilt? The textbook explanation of guilt is that it's the feeling you experience when you do something wrong, either accidentally or intentionally. A small amount of guilt can be a healthy thing, prompting us to say sorry when it's appropriate, or even prompting us to change our behavior in the future. And then there's the level of guilt that becomes a problem. Too much guilt can cause self-doubt, self-criticism, self-hate, decreased self-esteem, depression, and shame. Sometimes that unhealthy level of guilt can start in childhood if parents constantly make a child feel guilty, for instance, or if they withhold praise. A child can come to believe that nothing they ever do is good enough, which can lead to a guilt complex. Guilt that relates to past mistakes and failures can sometimes feel never-ending because in order to stop feeling guilt, a person has to forgive themselves for those perceived past failures, but most never do that until they eventually go for therapy. There are three types of guilt: reactive guilt, which is where an event has happened, where we judge ourselves to have broken either our own internal rules or what we believe to be the rules of society. There's anticipatory guilt, which is about a future event where we think that either thinking a certain way or behaving a certain way would be bad. And then there's existential guilt, which is a bit more abstract. This is where we might believe generalisms like life is hard or we'll never amount to anything, and we're holding other people back. I recently had a client who came to see me who had a relative that died, who was generally believed to have died of loneliness. And that client believed that they had contributed to the death of their relative by not visiting them enough. I have also had clients over the years who formed belief about the guilt they had experienced at one time or another during their lives and ended up believing that they were always making mistakes or that they can't get anything right. This is an example of a guilt complex. So, does any of that ring a bell for you? Do you see yourself in any of those things that I've described? The good news is that talking therapy can help you with accepting that it is human to make mistakes and to fail from time to time. Everybody does. And the key to having a healthy, happy life is to judge yourself kindly and to learn to forgive yourself for mistakes. The past can be a great source of learning or wisdom, or it can be a really big stick to beat ourselves with. So, why not come to see me for a free initial consultation where you can tell me your story and I can explain how the therapy will work for you and what you can expect to achieve. You can either use the contact form on my website, or if you prefer, you can call, text, or WhatsApp me on the number that's going to appear on screen right now.